Hi, this is Kimberly. Welcome back to my channel, This Corner of the Kingdom, where we do budgeting and we do cash stuffing while trying to live out our lives as Christians, doing the Lord's work, we hope, here in this corner of the kingdom. I live here in the beautiful Catskills with my husband Bob and our 4 fur babies. I am a nurse and he is a pastor. And this is our journey to pay off our house and our car, hopefully early. And that is what we are working towards while still being able to give generously to those who have less than we do. So you'll see I have short sleeves on today, first time in a long time. It's a beautiful day here. It is sunny with blue skies, not quite warm yet. I'm getting a little anxious about putting my garden in because last night we were below freezing again. We did put a garden in a little earlier last year and had to cover it and still lost some things to low temperatures. So we haven't done that yet this year. A little update, Bob is now 3 weeks post-op from his hip replacement. He is doing so well and we are just so grateful and so blessed. He is actually going to preach this coming weekend. Which is the first time since his surgery. So I will be out of the pulpit this weekend and happily sitting in the pews listening to the word from him. I did want to talk about our scripture for today, and it is one of the scriptures I used last week when I gave the message. This one is from Psalm 95. And it starts at verse 1, and it says, "Come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us give a joyous shout to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before him with thanksgiving. Let us sing him songs of praise. For the Lord is a great God, the great King above all gods. He owns the depths of the earth, and even the mightiest mountains are his. The sea belongs to him, for he made it. His hands formed the dry land too." And the other scripture that I used last week was when Peter healed the man who was crippled out of the book of Acts, and the man leaped up and praised God for his healing. And it made me think about whether I think to praise God in the moments when he finds me, when I have felt lost or crippled or poor in my faith. And so I've held on to this verse this week. It is actually, the first verse is actually something I remembered from when I was a little girl in Sunday school, and I hope that it blesses you as much as it blessed me this week. So I wanted to get right into our cash stuffing. I am cash stuffing $966 today. I don't know if you guys noticed, I don't count my money on camera, and I'm just curious to know, was that something that you would like to see? And if so, if you can leave that in the comments below, and I could sure start doing it. The other thing I wanted to mention is that when I type up the descriptor for the video, I do mention some of my friends in the cash stuffing community, and I hope that you'll take a minute to check out their channels as well. I am hoping that I will soon get to 50 subscribers, so if you know anyone who is interested in cash stuffing, budgeting, outreach ministry, scripturally based living, please send them my way because I sure would love to have them as friends as well. So starting with my wallet, I do have a few dollars left in cash this week, and left in gas this week. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will put that aside. Street outreach, you know I never pull out of here. It is empty this week, and we did again donate to keep the room that we can use. My spending envelope, I believe, is also empty. Bank, of course. Our buffer envelope has, let's see, $1 left in there. We'll add that to the stack. Groceries is empty. And my giving envelope, which again I never pull out of, does have a few dollars left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So those will stay in there. I do use these if I don't have blessing bags with me. And for those of you who are interested, I did post a blessing bag video, how I make them. I believe it was last week. So you are certainly welcome to take a look at that and see how we do it. There is no magic to it. It is just what I do and what I have found that works for me. So starting with gas, it will get its usual 40 in my wallet this week. It is Friday. I'm actually off today. Tomorrow I will be volunteering at the Drug Take Back Day in the town where I actually work, and that's in Port Jervis, New York. Outreach is getting just 20 this week because we will not be attending outreach until hopefully next week, and I'm hopeful that Bob will be able to join me. Spending will get its usual 10. Bank, we skip, of course, because that's for my take money back and forth, which I did actually do that this week. My buffer envelope will also get 10. I did do a little unstuffing and put some money into our savings account. Groceries will get its usual 10 in here. Oops. And giving, as I mentioned, has a few dollars left. And we will give it 5 ones. And so that will have 1, 2. Goodness, those are out of whack. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did give out a blessing bag this week, and I did give $1 with that as well, because I feel like everybody should be able to at least go and get a small cup of coffee at McDonald's. That is it for my wallet for this week. Put that to the side, and we will start with our green binder. That is my pretty dashboard that I got from Autumn Budgets. So I did not update my trackers yet, but I sure will. I did realize we missed 2 birthdays in the 4 months, the January, February, March, April envelope. So I did have to pull some money out of there. And so today it will be getting 15. And I do have to add them to my second tracker there. So this month for birthday gifts has 10, 20, 25, 30, and $35. So hopefully by the time January rolls around, we will have that nicely stacked up. Birthday number 2 is getting 25 also, because these birthdays will be upon us shortly, and we have quite a bunch for the next 4 months of the year. As you can see, I have some prop money in here because I did pull out some of the birthday money and took it to the bank. So this now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 115, and 120. And then the third birthday envelope, which is for the last 4 months, which is where we have the least number of birthdays, which is probably kind of good because that's a spendy time of the year anyway. That will be getting just 10. So it now has 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. So that finishes our birthday envelopes for this time. Moving on to education. We do stuff this every week with $60 to help out our various grandchildren, which may or may not be actually directly educational. It does cover things like lunch money, prom, books for school, travel expenses. And so this now has 50, 120, 140, 160, 180. I have started for one of our grandsons putting that money into a 529, so he will have a little money when the time comes to go to school, which will probably be here before we know it. I'm adding 10 to clothing this week, and so it now has 20. I do have a few things I know that I need to pick up. I did pull some money out and got Bob a few things after his surgery, which he needed some new sweatpants and so forth. And health, I believe I am skipping, but I have an idea about health, so I think perhaps for the next time I will start stuffing that. Beauty, of course, as I mentioned, is for our haircuts, and that will be getting $10. I'm embarrassed to tell you, I still haven't gotten my haircut. Definitely need to do that. I did pull the money out and put it in our savings account, so it now has 50, 70, 90, 110, and 120. So when I finally do make the appointment, I have plenty of money for that. It's been a busy time here with Bob's surgery, and I've been, of course, working and trying to preach as well. This is our other gas envelope. This is for when I use up the money in my wallet. This is $40 that we put aside in here that I do come and pull out of. This is our groceries, and I believe that I'm just putting 10 in here. I might soon stop stuffing this because I really don't use it that much. So it now has 10, 20, 30, and 35. This is again the backup to my wallet, so that if I have to stop and get anything on the way home, like outside of a regular grocery order, that is what that is for. Okay, moving into this binder. This is our sinking funds for bills. Oil, unfortunately, is empty because we did have to get oil yet one more time because it has been just so darn cold here. So I am starting again with the usual 65, 50, 60, and 5. And now I'm hopeful we will not have to fill again till the fall. We will see. This is for our propane. We only fill this every couple of years, honestly, and so this will be getting $10. It's usually about $500 when we do fill. So when this reaches $500, I'll say we're fully funded. It has 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 95. So we're almost a fifth of the way there. We only use propane to cook in this house. Next is Terminex, which we do have a contract with them. They will be coming in June. So it will be getting 25, that's 20, and 5. And so it now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 125, and 130. So that is almost done. I believe it's 140 or 149. When they come, I have to double check that with Bob. I can't remember the amount. So that is almost fully funded. Our lawn maintenance, which we never consider fully funded because we use it year round. For now, it will be for when our grass needs mowed the first time. In the winter, it is for when we need plowing or shoveling done. And it now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 115, 120, 125. So we just continually fill that because there is always going to be a need for something. Car maintenance will get its usual, let's see, 25. We did have the car looked at, and actually they said we don't need tires yet, so we'll just keep saving in here. It now has 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, and 85. So 185 in car maintenance. Nice that we can hang on to that for a little longer. And then housing, this is actually for when we get our septic tank emptied, and that is getting $50 this week. So it now has 51 and 50. So 150 in there. They were out. They could not find the opening for our septic tank, and we have never had it done while we've lived here, so I'm not sure what they're going to do, but I guess we will find out. Entertainment, this is for our prime, and that will just be getting $10. That's not due until December when we reach, I believe it's 140. This will be considered fully funded. So we now have 20, 30, 40, 50, and 55. So we're taking our time getting that stocked up. This is debt. This is where I put all those ones that you saw me pull out of my wallet. So this is what we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that we will be adding this week. So that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'm hoping by the end of the year I have a nice little envelope full of ones there that I'll be able to throw at our debt. Either probably the car, since that is the smaller deck that we have. Moving on to my holiday binder. Valentine and Easter, of course, is past, but we will continue adding to that. It is empty because we did have our Easter celebration last week, so it is getting 5 today. We had a house full of company, which was just so joyous. All of the kids and grandkids. I was able to cook after I preached, which was kind of a little short on time there, but it worked out great. Our summer holidays is getting its usual 10, so it now has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and $65. And I'm sure anxious for that summer to be here where we can be outside and enjoying things. Thanksgiving, Christmas, this is of course for our meals because those can certainly be a little on the spendy side when those times come. And so this is getting $10. And as usual, we're just taking our time to stock this up. It now has 20, 40, 50, 60, and 70. I'm not sure what my end game is for that, if I have a number that I want to stop at, but we will see. Christmas event, this is where we get together with my sister and her family at a kind of mutual place. I did pull a lot of money out of here and take it to the bank. It's getting its usual 25, so it now has 150, 170, 175. And then moving on to actual Christmas, this will get its usual 150. So that's 150. And so it now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put those down for a minute. And we've got 750, 8, 850, 950, 1050. So we are about a quarter of the way there today, which is great. And that finishes up my holiday binder. And then my last binder is more sinking funds, essentially. The first envelope is for pets, and it's getting its usual 10. I did have to get litter today, so I may end up pulling this out. So it has 10, 20, 25, and 30. I have to look because our grocery budget was a little more flexible this week, so I may be able to just leave that in there. Pet emergency will also get its usual 10. Geez, these bills are just so ratty looking, it's hard to believe. So it now has 10, 20, 30, and 40. I'm hopeful we can just keep stacking it up for a long time because I sure don't want my fur babies to get sick. Pool, this is our dream for this summer, and we will see how that works out. That is getting 100, so it now has 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 950, 970, and 975. That prop money is sure hard to mess with, so I apologize for how kind of wonky I'm counting money today. Geez. Savings will get its usual 100, so it now has 100, 200, 300, and 400. And then we have remodel. As I mentioned, we're not looking to do any sort of a big remodel here, but we would like to do some paint and some laminate. So I'm going to put a 10 back and take a 20. Whoops. Geez. 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and $60 in remodel now. And I don't know, I feel like I missed something here, guys, because I seem like I have too much money left. So I'm going to have to check that off camera and figure out where I made a mistake. And the last thing that I have to do today is our penny challenge, which, as you know, we're saving a penny a day. So for this particular stuffing, I kept my calendar without marking it off this time. And we are, if you can see this, we're going to finish April. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then we are starting into May. And I actually had enough cash that I could finish all the way up through and including May 6th. And that came to $11 and 7 cents. So we will tuck that in here. And we will not count that. We will count that at the end of the year. But it's sure nice to see that adding up. And I believe I may have to start another jar. So that is all that I have for today. I will sure go back and figure out why I have all this money, because I feel like I missed stuffing something. Maybe one of you caught it when I was going through my envelopes. At any rate, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your week. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're making great progress on your own debt journey. See you soon.